Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Oh shit, we got trouble in paradise, everybody. Check this out. It is getting real at Team Alpha Male, and this is very interesting. You know why? Because of the timing. Justin Buchholz has announced that he's no longer the head coach of Team Alpha Male. He's not kicked off the team or anything like that, or I don't know what's going on, but he has been informed by Uriah Faber he will be moving from the head coach who has about 4 classes a week, he said, to a Muay Thai. Now he's just the head coach of Muay Thai. He said he'll only be doing 1 class a week. You know, I'll read exactly what he had to say about the situation, but I got to tell you why this is so interesting first. Because why are Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw fighting right now? Because TJ Dillashaw left Team Alpha Male and scorned Team Alpha Male as the champion. There was a lot of dissension in the Team Alpha Male camp. They lost a head coach at the time, and according to Justin Buchholz, they were, you know, not doing too good. They were like 1-3 at the time. And some, I'll read his statement, but when they lost the head coach, their champion TJ Dillashaw left, and everyone blamed it on like TJ Dillashaw, you know, oh, TJ Dillashaw's turning on us and shit. Well, now it's looking like there was actually dissension in the camp, and TJ Dillashaw actually might have been doing what was best for him. Like, hey, look what's going on here. I'm trying to learn and get better, you know. So these guys might have had some drama going on or some shit. He could have had a million reasons to leave, but Team Alpha Male made it look like the reason was that he was a snake, that he was just turning on his boys, and he was ending careers, and they've been making all these accusations about TJ Dillashaw leaving the team, and now they're having more shit going on in the team that you might consider snaky. I mean, Justin Buchholz doesn't understand why it's going on, so I'm sure, I mean, he's not going to full turn on Team Alpha Male at this point. But he's not too happy about what's happened with him no longer being the head coach and now just being the Muay Thai head coach. This is what he had to say, Justin Buchholz, the former head coach of Team Alpha Male. I am no longer the head coach of Team Alpha Male. I went to Alaska and I came back, and a lot of things have changed. It's been changing actually since we moved to the new gym 4 months ago. A lot of things have changed. I had a system that I had put in place last year and that I was in charge of, and I stuck to, and I made things happen, and we've gone to a different system. Uriah explained it to me that there are 5 head coaches, so everyone is like a head coach, but I am no longer the head coach. I run the Muay Thai program, and I'm only the Muay Thai coach. So yeah, you could say I'm the Muay Thai head coach. Instead of doing all the practices and doing a ton of work, I'll get paid by the hour, and I'll just get paid by class, and have 1 class a week where I was doing 4 classes and work. So now he's saying he's just gonna have 1 class a week. He used to have 4 classes a week and work. He's got a lot lighter workload. So, and he he said, I'm the Muay Thai coach now, so I guess you can call me the Muay Thai head coach. I just see what you're doing, you know. That doesn't make it sound as bad when you go from the head coach to the Muay Thai coach. It's like you're going from the fucking head coach to the Muay Thai head coach. You're still a head coach, but you're head coach in the Muay Thai. It just sounds a little better. But he continued to say, it's a changing of roles, but I'm going to do work from the Muay Thai position and keep doing my thing and try to win and build world champions. But for the team in general, I'm not running the MMA practices anymore. And this is where he went on to talk about the dissension that's been going on in Team Alpha Male, including when TJ Dillashaw was still around, which kind of makes you wonder, maybe, you know, and a lot of the stuff they've been saying, you already kind of believe TJ Dillashaw, but with this going on, interesting. So he continued. He said, when I was in charge of the program from the beginning of last year, we won 17 fucking belts in 1 year, from unranked to bantamweight champion. 3 to 4 new guys in the UFC, belt up the ass, 56 fights cornered by me, 20 of them being UFC fights. When I took over the program in December 2015, it was in terrible shape. We had 4 fights and we went 1-3. It was a pretty disastrous end of the year. We weren't used to taking these losses, so to have that record was kind of disheartening. TJ had left the team and Dwayne had left. We had Mark Campman, a head coach, for less than a year. That's when I took over the program. I said, hey, I'm going to be coaching, and I put everyone in a position. I put the whole program together and made sure that everyone had different procedures in class. We were all together on the same page. I changed up the program. I was in charge there. Uriah was fighting. We had a successful comeback as a team when we were written off by a lot of people. It's easy to forget when we were in a hardship and what we accomplished as a team and what I accomplished as a head coach in 2016. It hasn't really been done by anyone else. I really understood where I was at and what I had done as a head coach on December 30th when Cody won the title. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, taking all the alpha male guys and put them together on a system and have them actually believe in it. It was amazing at the time, and I'm super blessed to be given the opportunity. And so, you know, he's not off of the team. Now, that's what I first thought when I seen this head coach. Like, what? These niggas just lose a head coach? Like, I was shocked. Like, yo. But then I realized he was just being demoted to the Muay Thai head coach. But he still had some things to say. He still doesn't understand really why it's happening. He feels like he should be the head coach, it's sounding like. So there's some dissension at Team Alpha Male. With that being said, I'm curious to see how this affects Cody Garbrandt. Is this dude going to be in Cody's corner now? I mean, I don't know, man. This is really interesting. Cody Garbrandt's fights in less than 7 days, and they've got this shit going on. So I'm sure it's going to be a distraction. But Cody Garbrandt, we've seen even under pressure when he was pissed off at Dominic Cruz, he got in his head and all of that shit. He still came out there, breakdanced in the fucking octagon, made it look easy somewhat. I mean, with that being said, it is what it is. I can't wait for UFC 217. Fuck you, Ted Matt. It's coming up in 5 days. Madison Square Garden. Michael Bisping versus George St. Pierre. Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw. Joanna versus Rose. We also got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Gamebred Jorge Masvidal. Holy shit. Paulo Baracci and Haas also fighting Johnny Hendricks on there. But with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you talking about in the comments, because I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.